Hello and welcome to part 17 of Mario Tennis Power Tour. I think it's 17. And this is actually post-recorded because the microphone that I said was working decided to stop working. So that's always good. So anyway, one thing that I notice is that I like how they have your name is limited to 5 letters, and yet clearly here they show people with more than 5 letters in their name, which is good. Anyway, this match I remembered being really annoying. I beat it. Spoiler alert. I beat it. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. I guess it was more of a match than usual. Anyway, starting here is really weird because I've never done a post-commentary on a Let's Play before. But I can't redo this, so I have to, I should have save stated a different slot. Anyway. Right, so, anyway, when I originally recorded this, I think it was well, actually no, I can look. Yeah, it was Halloween when I recorded this, so it was Wednesday. I'm actually watching my gameplay right now, as I'm recording this in just a Windows Media Player window, and so I can see you when I recorded this. So anyway, yeah, it was Halloween, it was Wednesday, and yeah, I didn't think I was going to have power, because I don't know, it seemed like the storm missed me. Like, this general area. Really weird. I live, close enough to the East Coast that I think it would have hit me. And so Ghosts and Goblins did go up, that day, and it sucked. Really badly. Well, here's the thing, that video, okay. That video, I didn't want to post it after I saw the AVGN did that video because, well, he beats the game, which kind of makes me look stupid because I'm saying it's too hard. I can't even beat the first level, and then he's beaten it, and it just feels a bit weird. But then, I thought I wasn't gonna post it, but then I went on, a few days later I saw Josh Jepson's video, highlights, video of Super Mario World, and he really sucks at that, and at the very least, at the very least I would have thought, this feels weird not playing, at the very least I would have thought that, how am I even saying anymore? Words aren't coming out of my mouth good. Anyway, so since he's not very good at that game, and that's a fairly, comparatively easy game, I figured, okay, well, he's sucking at this game if he's that bad. It was still stupid, though. I didn't want people to call me a rip-off. I guess that was part of why I wouldn't post it. Even though it was just happening to play the same game. Then again, it happened with the Eric Gamer. And that's when I went on, I'm trying to mirror what I said during the actual video. This video is incredibly long, it's over half an hour. It's gonna take ages to upload. But, yeah, anyway, so that's when I went on. Basically, I've been trying to mirror what I said in the actual videos. Yeah, Eric Gamer, right. Might as well go on the rant now. Here's the thing, people call him a ripoff. Just because, he... Actually, no, it wasn't strictly that, was it? No, it was that the AVGN, some people in the comments were actually calling the AVGN a ripoff because he reviewed Ghosts and Goblins. That's what actually sparked it originally. Alright, so here's the thing. Those people are incredibly stupid. But I'm glad they said those things. I'm glad they're there, because here's the thing. Even if I don't agree with it, it basically serves people right. For every time, just because the AVGN reviewed, or just because the Eric Gamer reviewed the same game, he's a ripoff, I'm not gonna say he hasn't ripped them off in the past, but just because he reviewed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles after the Angry Video Game Nerd did doesn't make him a ripoff. he's just reviewing the same game. And the review itself even, the fact that he mentioned the same things about the game that were wrong, well, here's the thing, if you're mentioning, I mean, who cares about who reviews what first, seriously? I mean, now that the AVGN's doing it, since he's sort of playing the games that he had been planning to for a long time, I imagine, people are calling, saying that he's a rip-off and everything, but, that doesn't make any sense then. It doesn't make sense with the Art Gamer either, when people say that he ripped the AVGN off just because he reviewed the same game. Who cares who reviewed what first? Now, the actual review, though, I also don't think that, well, okay, some of it's a ripoff, but, and the idea of the angry reviewers, but I'm not going to go necessarily into that. I'm going to go more into the fact that he mentions the same things in the review. Is that a ripoff, or is that reviewing the game? Like, are you seriously going to make your review, but neglect to mention certain points because somebody else already mentioned it? It's stupid, because, like, it's just not an effective review if you do that. And, it's like the Art Gamer is the only one who's called out on it. And I don't like the Art Gamer, that's the problem. I defend him because because he's reviewing the same games, or has even the same style, because it's not like he's the only angry reviewer out there. Everybody calls him a rip-off, but, I don't find he's, I think he's ripped AVGN in the past, to be fair, but I don't feel like he is just a total rip-off. But the problem is, I say that, but I don't like him. His videos are absolutely terrible. And here, I mean, he can't act worth anything, and he doesn't play on that and try to make it sort of a really cheesy. Like, that could work. Sort of a really cheesy overacting thing could have worked. It's, his reviews are really inaccurate. Not like the AVGNs aren't sometimes, but, and there's just, not good videos. But, okay, so here's the thing about that, though. It's not like the Art Gamer is the only one who's done that, and people are perfectly fine. There's a lot of other reviewers that have that style to them, And then, what about the Nostalgia Critic, huh? I mean, people like him now, and see, this just sort of shows the hypocrisy of the internet. If the Art Gamer would have done a collaboration with the AVGN, which, dear, that would be terrible, but just hypothetically, do you think people would hate him as much as they do? I don't think they would, because he was in the video with him. He must be good. And that goes back to what I was saying about the Nostalgia Critic. Didn't everyone say the Nostalgia Critic was a ripoff of the Angry Video Game Nerd? And that ended when they did that whole collaboration battle thing magic. Now, the Nostalgia Critic isn't really an original concept, is he? It's a kind of mix of Angry Video Game Nerd and Mystery Science Theater 3000, which I haven't actually ever seen. Probably should have. But anyway, so you're probably, he's not an entirely original concept in himself. So why is it that he's fine for, you could say, ripping off the Angry Video Game Nerd? To be honest, you could even say to more of an extent than the Art Gamer. Why is it fine with him, but not with the Art Gamer? Now, to be fair, he does make, actually good videos. And, he does movies instead of games, but, it's just a medium. No, it's because he did the review, or the collab, the battle with the Angry Video Game Nerd. And since, he was in the video with him, he must be good, it's showing how people sort of can completely drop their values for what they think about someone just because, video they were in, or something like that. Same thing happened with the angry video game nerd himself. Like, remember the Cheetahman thing? I'm gonna go into that, because that's just... Cheetahman thing. I'm not even gonna talk about, like, my opinion on it. I'm just gonna say, everybody hated him, okay? For the next few videos he posted, everybody was saying, oh, you know, the AVGN has to apologize for that video, you know, and everything. And yeah, it was really, like, people really started to lose faith in the AVGN, you know. James Rolfe is the worst person to ever live. Yeah. Then everything kind of changed when you did that one video. The one video called SNES vs. Sega Genesis, Part 1. When that was posted, suddenly everything changed. Suddenly, it was perfectly fine. And, you know, every time somebody did bring up the Cheetahman thing, people said, it's stupid, he was just helping a guy out, and blah, blah, blah. Now, what happened there? Do you think that the people who were angry at him just left? They just sort of all left right before that video was posted? Or was it that they were mad at him, but then they saw what good videos he makes, what good gaming videos he makes, and then they remembered, oh right, yeah, this guy's really awesome, and they sort of just forgot about what their values about the person were, and just, you know, yeah, he makes good video. What happened here? Sorry about that. During the original recording, there was a phone call, and, well, as a result, I had to stop. So anyway, yes, about, yeah, Dave Jen. So people, yeah, they just forgot about their actual values about the person, what they actually think of him, because he made a good video, you know? And the thing is, it feels like people are still angry about that, though, because, you know, the Mike videos were, you know, people hated them for a while, and then they started to like them, probably because people who, you know, didn't like him just stopped watching him. But then, suddenly they started coming back, even on the videos that labeled by Mike. They started coming back. They started saying Mike sucks at reviewing and all that, again. And suddenly it seems like maybe people just wanted to be angry at something associated with Cinemassacre. That, you know, they weren't going to be mad at the AVGN, but hey, here's something. They just want to be angry. It's stupid. I mean, really, it really is. I mean, it's... I don't know, really, with the Genesis, the Super Nintendo Genesis video, did the people who actually thought that about the AVGN, did they just leave? Because I don't think so. The comments kept coming into, like, right up until that video was posted, so it kind of seems doubtful that they just happened to leave right as it was. So, you know, I don't think, you know, it's, you know, this ties back to, you know, Garrett Gamer, if he was in a video with the AVGN. In fact, you know what, you know how everyone was hating the Cheetahman thing? Our game is one of his most liked videos, and has like a 70% like ratio, was a complaint video about that. I mean, it's amazing that... do people remember the Cheetahman thing anymore? No, he was going to remove the video because they raised the money. It's gone. You know, it was... If people really cared about that, they wouldn't have forgotten about it so easily. But yet, suddenly you still see all these sort of... a lot of negativity on... Well, okay, to be fair, you see basically a lot of negativity on videos in general, more so now. But it's, you know, there was less then, I guess. I mean, there have always been, is what I'm saying, but there was less before, but now, even now, there still is, like, a lot of negativity on like, the nerd videos. And, you know, is it because... Is it because they're remembering that they don't, like, I don't know where I was going with this. I don't know. This is good commentary right here, just sort of breathing. I mean, I'm just sitting here, really. I'm not even playing a game. I'm just watching myself play a game. I mean, really, I think. Well, okay, yeah, like I was saying about the Irish Gamer, that he, like, one of his most liked videos was against the whole GBA thing. And when you think about that, do you think maybe that was because enough people were disliking that suddenly they don't care that they think the Irish Gamer is cover? But I mean, I guess you should like a video if you like a video, and it shouldn't matter who makes it. I guess that's part of the problem. So there's that. The problem is, I mean, it's not that people so much liked, you know, the Genesis video, because it wasn't that people were, because when people were angry at the Angry Video Game Nerd for the thing about the Cheetahman thing on the Genesis video, when they commented about that, it was, you know, like, people actually said, no, shut up, you know. It wasn't that they liked the video, it was that they liked the nerd again. Except that it wasn't that, it was that they liked the video and didn't care if people made applicable points. Not necessarily that I agree with it, it's just that everybody else agrees with it. It's really stupid. I mean, the problem is now, this rant went on basically till the end of the video. There's still a lot of time left in this video. Oh no. Tennis is going on, that's something. Anyway, I have my headphones out right now, so I might be talking quiet. Not really sure what else to say here. I mean, the thing is, in the original rant, I actually got angry, like legitimately, but like genuinely angry. And the problem is, I was hoping maybe I'd be able to emulate that this time. Get them across in exactly the same way as I did before. It's really annoying that that stupid microphone stopped working. You know, I remember, I was actually thinking that I was gonna get angry because the match was hard, because, you know, our power shots are really annoying. But it wasn't that. Maybe it was a combination of actually playing, well, this, and also talking about an annoying part of the internet. I mean, you know, people really did get angry at AVGN for ripping, or for reviewing the same game as the Irish Gamer. But then all the AVGN fans said, shut up, that's stupid, which they're right. The problem is, those AVGN fans were the same people who called the Irish Gamer out on reviewing the same game. like I said, it seems like now people are actually trying to keep their game alive. It just feels like people are are more angry at, even more negative at the nerds videos, let alone the Mike videos. I'm just sitting here watching. And I think I've gotten my point across. I think I mentioned everything that I mentioned in the original recording. Obviously, the rant didn't work as well as it did in that. The second recording was just never did work as well. Such is life. Like I said, what does that mean? The last, in the original, no, in one of the last videos. Can't even speak. I still have 8 minutes left. Yeah, I mean, let's see, I talked about the nostalgia for the games or the original. Everybody was fine with it. Like, really, the difference with that is that at least the Gamers videos aren't good. So even if the rip-off claims on Crew, he sucks, okay. And the Nostalgia Critic was entertaining before the collab with the Angry Video Gamer. And that just shows that if people only cared about, like, the videos, people just wanted good videos and they didn't care if they were ripping them off, ripping someone else off, or what. You know, well, then they would have liked Nostalgia Critic beforehand, and well, they did. You know, people weren't that angry at me. I don't think. I guess I wasn't around at that time. I hadn't been watching any. You know, so but I get the feeling that that was when they were both on YouTube. But it was, you know, still, people did, like, really dislike Nostalgia Critic at that time. But then, suddenly, those people just disappeared when you did the collab with the AVGN. Why is it that these people always seem to disappear when they actually give them a reason to like them? Or was it that they did actually start liking them? I guess for that reason, but it's not necessarily a good one, right? I mean, it's not like the people who said he was a ripoff totally disappeared as soon as he started doing the collab. Because I don't see anything anymore there, like, anything. Yeah. And I'm sure, even if it was limited, now it's just not there. So, the people who said that, I don't think they went away. I don't think they stopped watching just as Nostalgia Critic did the collab. I think they started liking the MC because he did his videos in VPN, or videos, I guess. I mean, and the same things that the people call the Ira Gamer out on either the AVGN and or Nostalgia Critic are also guilty of. That's what I'm trying to say. Geez, can't even speak. I mean, it's like like saying inaccurate things about a game, like our games are very guilty of that. And the AVGN does it less, but he still does it, and nobody seems to care when he says something wrong. Yeah. The Nostalgia Critic, well, he admits his mistakes, you know, well, in the form of top 11 videos. That still counts. You know, but I'm pretty sure everyone will admit their mistakes. It's just that he sort of makes the video out of it. And he's a human. People make mistakes. I guess the difference is the Iron Gamer does a lot more than either of them. So, there's that, okay? What about, you know, like, saying the same things, okay, fair enough. Like, saying the actual same words, or very, very similar words. Like, not mentioning the same faults with the game, but, like, you know, literally almost copying the exact words, or, you know, that he's done that. I'm not going to say he hasn't. But, you know, the concept of the angry review is something that most people are angry at him about. Maybe in 2007. Except, no, Nostalgia Critic is perfectly fine with doing that. Because he did the video with the AVGN. Since that's all that matters. That's all that matters, dude. It's stupid. I feel like I'm not getting my point across as well as during the actual video. Like, I made some actual concise points, and it feels like I'm just not getting them across as well. I'm sort of jumping around topics. Like, if you don't like someone, I guess that doesn't make it so that you don't like their videos. Like, there are things that they make, you know? So there's that, but I feel like they like the person again just because they made a good video. It doesn't own up to anything before that made them dislike. I mean, it's like people seem to be fine with, I guess, maybe if they admit that they're ripping them off, or, you know, admit that they're inspired by it. Except that the Angry Gamer's done that about 7.5 trillion times. Nobody cares. You know, seriously. But then, when people actually acknowledge that he did, they say, haha, we win. No! That's him. Really? You want him? What do you want him to do? Do you want him to... Do you want him to... This is extending on my original rant. This wasn't even the actual video. Do you want him to not admit that he's been stuck by him? Because then people say he's a jerk who doesn't own up to what he's done. But if he does admit, then people say he's... You know, that we won. You know, like, what? That's him being a mayor. You know, he's not able to do anything, and, you know, in 2007, maybe he was a ripoff. Yeah, maybe he was. I mean, reviewing the same games is one thing, but I guess they kind of were copies of those reviews. And again, I don't know, how extensive was the accuracy of his review? How much farther the game went into the game, because Imogen didn't cover much of the game, so it wouldn't have been difficult to I don't know. Whatever, the match is about to be over, luckily. Come on, end it. This is sort of random rambling. Random rambling. having nothing to do with the game at all, really. That's amazing. Because at least every once in a while I'd stop and comment on something that happened in the game. But since I'm not paying attention to the game, yeah, there goes that. Yeah. And so, it is really rambling. Somehow playing a game makes me more focused on what I'm saying. That might be a Let's Player. I don't know, somehow I just feel like... how does that work? How does that work that I'm less concise when I'm focused on doing something else? Anyway, I won, like I said. Oh yeah, I didn't explain tie breaks. That was probably why this rant was so much shorter. Yeah. Tie breaks basically, if you saw earlier in the video, if you were wondering and you don't know about tennis, I should probably just explain to those who might not know. Tiebreakers basically, if, like, sets, you know, this was 2 game sets, you know. If you can have 1, 2, or 6 game sets, and if both players have the number of games in a set, have that many games, wins, it'll go to a tiebreaker, and that'll be basically a 7-point thing. And if they're both tied at 6, it becomes a deuce. So that's basically all that is, just to explain. I know this is obviously very off topic since that happened about 7 hours ago, but I'm just saying it because I should probably clear that out. Okay, you're probably not interested, so I probably shouldn't have said that, but whatever. Maybe you are, maybe you are. Sorry if you are. Anyway, I'm leveling up here, which isn't exactly the most exciting thing you can see, especially when I'm not actually doing it while I'm talking. But there's a burp, a really tiny burp, but a burp nonetheless. So, hope you enjoyed that. Ugh, jump cut again. Yep. Another call. Another phone call happened during the recording. Anyway, so, yeah, like I was saying, well, I hope you enjoyed the burp, I guess is what I was trying to say. I don't remember what I was going to say after that. Doesn't really matter. So, yep, that is, well, in a few minutes it'll be the end part. Yay, I won! And Mario won also. What a surprise. So, oh dear, this is annoying. Post-commentary. My first efforts into post-commentary, and it went horribly, I think. But, I don't know, somehow, maybe it just feels horrible when I'm just listening to myself ramble. But anyway, thank you for watching this part of Mario Tennis Power Tour. I apologize that it had to be post-commentated, and I will something in the next part.